Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Drinking Thing Trivia. I missed y'all. I'm back. I'm sure you had an amazing time with Lucas and Ryan. I didn't get to watch because I was on a boat in the middle of the ocean, so and Allie wouldn't let me use her phone. And yeah, I didn't have my phone for like a week. Like, no, not because I didn't have it. I physically had it. I just had no like service. But thank you for all joining us. This is our 70s theme night. Neither of us is dressed up 70s, obviously. I have an image to maintain, and the Canes are playing tonight, so, you know.
They're not, but it's the playoffs. I went to put on something 70s, and then I thought to myself, it's the playoffs. So
I've got my little Avalanche thing. We play at 10 we play 10 tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
We were up 2-1.
Losing to the Kraken. I hate it.
We were up 2-1
so much.
Now we're down 3-2. This is gonna be a friggin' Golden Knights thing all over again.
I know. We're 3-2. We had a chance to close the series out and didn't. So tomorrow night at 7 is hopefully put New York to bed. Try to heal.
Yeah. Well, like I said, tonight is our 70s night. All those questions about that Funkadelic era. As always, I am joined by my life partner in crime, the one, the only, Sarge, or Lucas, you might know him as. How you doing, buddy?
Hello. I'm doing good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to see y'all. Hope you all had a wonderful week. It's good to have Doug back. It's good to feel normal. It's good not to be in the controls and not being able to have Ryan's sound on correctly. We spent like the whole first half of trivia. It wasn't the whole first half, but it was an amount of time with no Ryan at all and me just talking, so. We live, we learn. We let Doug manage the stream. Life goes on.
Honestly, it's been so many times that I try to explain this to everyone I've ever met. I am not an IT person. I know a lot about computers because I have screwed up so much that I have learned how to fix all the problems. It is not that I learned how to fix a problem before it happened. It was something happened, I Googled it, learned how to fix it, and then moved forward. So after, I don't know, like, how long have we been doing this? 3 years now? I figured out how to make it work. And my computer remembers, which is like 90% of the job there. But
true.
Well, so we have 48 questions tonight. That is 6 rounds, 8 questions apiece. We're going to bring you through all things 70s. We hope you guys are super excited. I wasn't born yet. I was still 20 years away. So, and Lucas was
19 years
away.
One less.
Oh, speaking of which, at the wedding, the counting, the DJ absolutely loved. And he's like, "Can they keep doing that all night?" And I was like, "That's up to them, not me." But
I mean, we do the thing.
That
was great.
But for those of you who have not joined us, which it doesn't look like anybody. We did a really bad job of advertising this one because Doug forgot.
It's okay.
But you guys all know the rules. I feel like, yep. Captain Tiny, Bunghole Starship, yep. All good.
Y'all know what's going on.
You guys know the rules. You guys know how to play. I mean, really, if we want to hurry this along, we can just jump into it. Doug, do you have Lucas turned way up on Discord by chance?
They think I'm loud.
You are very turned up. Like 189% turned up.
Let's go. That may be because I was using my headset the last time we played golf.
Oh, that's actually probably very true.
I have listed all 3 of the rules. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. You do you, boo-boo. We know the rules.
Boom.
Follow them.
You guys know how to answer. You guys know how not to cheat. So I hope not.
You all know the new games, which you all have been failing at. I think we're only at like 6 grammatical errors, which is total horse shit. We do so much grammar.
I blind copied your rounds today, so hopefully there are some...
Oh, dear God. Not great. I wrote them on the phone even though I didn't have to.
Happens every time. Mama Fafro really is like our like go-to person.
She carries the torch of the grammar. I did technically give away a free answer too last week, and we ended up including it, but no one got it correct. I called the Svechnikov goal the Michigan in the description instead of the lacrosse goal, and no one got Michigan. And I asked Ryan, I'm like, does it count? Like, they obviously didn't pay attention to me saying it, but yeah, I think I added it. So we do have one free currently to go with our meager grammatical errors.
Hell.
But yeah, what are you drinking? What are you drinking?
Of course, because I didn't have a chance in the last couple days to
Go get some bud
go get anything, really.
with an Avs koozie. As we all know, since I have bottles, I had to go get everyone's favorite striptease koozie because I have to undress it to show you that it's Angry Orchard. I think Sydney pointed that out the first time, and ever since, that's all I think of when I try to show what's in that bottle. It's the striptease bottle.
Show us your booze.
Show us your booze. Ah! Yep, nope, that's a thing now. That's becoming a command. So we got drinks, we got rules. Y'all know how everything works. Everybody signed up as teams. It's all about the 70s. That's pretty much it. Doug, what you doing for your punishment?
I have back to the Mike's Strawberry Kiwi. So
And I have red, white, and berry.
the best.
Because it's in stock. So I bought 6.
So Jeremy reached out to me just before we left, and he was like, "Hey, we have 2 packages coming for you. That's from the guys from the bachelor party." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not opening those. No way, in hell."
Nope.
I was like, "I'll have Allie open them." Thankfully, only one of the packages got here, but it was destroyed in the rain. The box was. The box was, not the item.
Okay.
And Marvin brought it in, and so I was like, "Hey, I don't have to worry about anything because it's laid out on the thing." So I made Allie go into the house first, and I was like, "Can you go check the kitchen table?"
So what was it?
It was a Letterkenny hat.
Yeah.
Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs.
Good. I knew that we got something Letterkenny. I just wasn't sure what it was.
I was gonna wear it tonight, but I forgot the last second when we went live. So.
Oh well, it is what it is. Other than that, we've got the booze, we've got the rules, we've got everything. I'm ready to rock and roll. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready to go. You ready to go?
Sure. Let's do this thing.
All right.
Let's warp back in time to a time when most of our parents, at least mine and Doug's, were probably in their formative, youthful years. My dad was 7. My mother was 4.
That would have been
To start the years, of course.
4, I think, to start. I think he's 76.
66.
66, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Because mom's 66. But anywho, we're going to start with general knowledge, as we like to do during these, because Doug got a little distracted, and by that I mean he was not feeling very well, so the current events round did not come together. I was going to write it today, and Ryan was like, the general knowledge is good enough. So general knowledge it is. This is basically current events of the time. Enjoy it. Have a good time. The voting age in the U.S. was lowered to 18 in 1971. Which amendment was added to the U.S. Constitution to make this happen? Yeah, I was all primed to write the current events today, and then I remember basically general knowledge, because I was going through his answers for general knowledge. I'm like, basically general knowledge is going to encompass the majority of that.
I mean, we could have done like on this day or something like that.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty much where I was at. So, Kim, you gonna make a team?
I didn't see her.
She's got the stream on. She's one of our 10 viewers, and do you want me to wait? She would like for us to wait. You have 6 seconds. Anyway, but I scrolled through the majority of the answers for this round. I'm glad you knew the answer too, but it said you cheated, so we can't count it.
You're sleeping with one eye open tonight, right?
I counted it. All right, so we have all 6 teams. What I was going to say is Electric Bunghole Orchestra definitely went with bands from the 70s. We got Deep Purple, we got Jefferson Starship, Led Zeppelin, Electric Light Orchestra, and our...
I like EBO better than ELO.
I do like Electric Bunghole Orchestra. It's pretty great. All right, anyway, most of you got that correct. It was the 26th Amendment, which I probably would have whiffed if I'm being honest. I need to learn my amendments a little better.
I know like the first 5, and then the 14th was the
slavery, right?
It was slavery and women voting, and then
wasn't like the 18th prohibition.
maybe, and that would make the 20.
See?
That'd make the 20.
Me and Doug gotta learn our amendments.
Yeah.
But all I know is that for one of our questions the other day, the last amendment was put in 1992, and that amendment was that Congress can't like regulate their pay. Like they can't raise or lower their pay. They're not allowed to do that.
That's fair.
So, anyway.
So, number 2. In what year did France perform its last execution by guillotine?
I do also love that you said you knew the first couple, which are the Bill of Rights.
Yep.
I know the Bill of Rights.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's see here. I'm going through some of the... So, the abolition of slavery was 13th. 14th was citizen rights, equal protection, and the debt from the Civil War. Right to vote, not denied by race, 15. Income tax, 16. I was correct. Prohibition of liquor, 18. Let's go. I remember when they got rid of booze. Women's right to vote, 19. Let's see here. Repeal prohibition. Repeal, 21. 21, like 3 later.
Why couldn't they amend the amendment? Instead of like having 18 and 20, 21, 23, whatever it is? Like just have 18
just like
part
scratch
2.
18. Yeah,
right.
I agree.
Like 18 part 2. Ignore this part.
There you go.
Well,
What we got?
the answer is 1977. Do you know what was in theaters or just been released when the last?
Do you need to go check the movie round before you do that? Because I did tell them to put years in.
Hold on.
Unless you're talking about Star Wars, and if you're talking about Star Wars, I didn't include it.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, good.
That was
So,
a New Hope. A New Hope was released. Was it 3 weeks before the last execution in France?
I thought New Hope was 79. Holy crap! It was 77. It was 77. I don't know why. Holy crap! They took a long time to put Empire Strikes Back out. Guess what, dude?
Well, it's supposed to be a
Booked our
one-off.
ticket. Oh yeah, that's right. Booked our tickets.
Ooh.
Tomorrow, Kim and I go to see Return of the Jedi in theaters. Oh, I'm so excited.
Nice.
I'm so excited to see an original trilogy movie in theaters. It's going to be great. Anyway, we're getting so much done. What building finished construction in 1974 and became the world's tallest building? So, building off of that, see what I did there? Me and Kim got unlimited with Regal because there's one like 10 minutes from the house. So for $18 a month, you can see as many 2D movies as you want. Just reserve your seat, go. Costs $1 for fees for 2 tickets.
For 2 tickets?
2 tickets cost $1. So after two to 3 movies, you make your money back.
Yeah.
Our theater so I was looking at their coming soon in their specialty movies. Like they're going to show Scarface. They're showing Grease in theaters. They're showing Enter the Dragon. They're showing every Studio Ghibli film.
Yes.
Throughout the year. So I'm going to watch Kiki's Delivery Service again. And I think we're going to go watch the Flying Castle. Because I've never actually seen it all the way through.
House Flying Castle is amazing.
And I want to see it in theaters. So I'm super excited about that.
Go see
Spirited Away is on there.
Yeah. Go see Porco Rosso if it's on there.
It's the first one. So Porco Rosso is in like 2 weeks.
I would go see that.
So.
That's awesome.
Okay.
It's a dog fighter who's been turned into a pig who flies planes in dog fights during World War I.
That sounds amazing.
It's pretty cool.
The correct answer here is the Sears Tower.
I remember showing the other one is Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind, I think. It's also a really good one.
Nice.
Among the other staples, Keys Delivery Service, My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, all those, but
yeah.
So what TV show dominated the ratings in the 70s?
But there are 2 others that I'm going to see, and I kind of hope that I can catch Jeremy or one of y'all get to come down. They're showing National Lampoon's Vacation, not Christmas. They're showing Vacation in theaters. I'm excited about that. And then December the 10th, you can go watch A Christmas Story in theaters. Ralphie!
Awesome.
They got some cool stuff going on. It seems pretty neat. On top of all the other things we're going to try to go catch, like Guardians and all that.
We're gonna go see Guardians. Oh, that's next week.
Yep, that's next week.
That's Ellie's birthday is Friday, so May 5th is Cinco de Mayo. That's the only reason I remember Ellie's birthday. But that weekend, the weekend of...
I really hope that's not the only reason you remember your wife's birthday, but anyway, proceed.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Erasing that piece of history. He knows it all the time.
Oh, no, she knows, 100%. I've told her the only reason I ever knew my mom's birthday was because it was 5 days before Christmas. I need some major, like...
I need a landmark.
Right. So for our wedding, it's a week before April Fool's.
There you go.
I wanted April Fool's just to make... And she was like, well, I don't want you to say psych. I was like, honestly, it's so I can remember stuff better. But...
It's just to help.
That weekend is always... Or used to be when Marvel did one movie a year, the big Marvel release was always the weekend of May the 5th.
Gotcha.
So that was always that's always been the thing is every year we go see the Marvel movie. So we're going to go see Guardians next Saturday.
I'm excited to see Guardians. Me and Kim are going to definitely check that out.
I'm probably going to cry because it's about Rocket and anything that happens to animals makes you cry. So but the answer is all in the family.
All in the family. Next question. Which clothing fabric was all the rage in the 70s?
Oh, I will say, while I was on my honeymoon on my cruise, I went to as many trivia nights as I could because there was a bunch of them.
Nice.
And they do not put on a good show at all.
Really?
And the entire time, I was like, are you just going to bitch and complain about their production value? I'm like, yes. I paid money to be here. They better put on a damn good show. And they didn't.
I don't think we did. We did classic rock trivia. And they did pretty good on the Disney cruise. It was a solid trivia, but we struggled.
Ours was a dude with a
songs were
PowerPoint.
tough.
It was just like, I have 10 questions. Boom, 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 boom. Here are your answers. Boom, 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 boom. Who won?
They were playing music at ours and like making fun of each other, like multiple Disney members. It was pretty neat, I will say. The trivia was solid. The second trivia that we went to, which was advanced Disney trivia, was not fun.
Oh no.
All the questions were hard, and Ted did not want to be reading the questions off the screen either. So instead, I ordered beignets from the little place based off The Princess and the Frog beside me and enjoyed my food.
That's fair.
That clothing fabric was polyester.
Which famous theme park opened its doors for the first time on October 23rd, 1971?
That was my favorite part of cruises, though, is that like every activity is there.
Yep.
Like you get up, you walk out of your little room, you go eat at whatever place is open at that time, which is generally a giant buffet, and then you go find a beverage and wander away to some event that's happening. It's great.
That's
and it takes
essentially
all
what we-
like 6 minutes.
Yeah. Our biggest wait was like waiting for an elevator to get to our floor to like
We
get.
use the stairs a lot because the elevators on that Disney cruise were insane.
I was
Like,
about it. for the
30-minute
first-
wait.
I was about it for the first like day or two, but
Yeah.
walking from like floor 3 to floor 14, I was like, yeah, I'll wait.
That's a
fine.
long way. Yeah, that's true.
It says Walt Disney World.
Nice. Which is different from Disneyland, which was opened in the 50s in California. Ooh. Let's see if I know. I want to say like 56. Opened in 1955. I missed it by a year.
Close.
Dang. We try to be nerds at knowing things. The first pocket... That was actually the correct way to pronounce that word, and it just sounded bad in my head. The first pocket calculator was released by what company in 1971? So are we going on the D&D cruise? I want to go on the D&D cruise, Doug. I really want to do it.
Something tells me it's probably like a really shitty cruise line, but
I
like,
don't think so. I think it's actually a popular-ish one.
I mean,
We're
we're
going
like,
to find it.
I'm curious how they can pay for all of the like people who take care of your rooms and do turn down service and chefs and all of that off of just like D&D. Although I guess D&D is really huge.
at
So.
Sea Cruise 2023, 5-day Cabo and Ensenada cruise. This is
So that's
GACUCON Cruises. Its newest selling and first expansion into a fandom with its D&D at sea.
Gakukan.
Gakukan. So the first one was April 19th. The newest convention cruise. Sailed out of LA aboard Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines.
Okay.
So it's Royal Caribbean. Nah, dog. No, we're doing this. We're figuring this out, and we are doing this. I'm so about this. Sorry, we're rambling about cruises. I was excited about Doug, and I found a D&D cruise, and that's like the perfect couples cruise, I think. Good on it. Go play D&D and hang out on a normal cruise ship. Should be great. Correct answer, which surprises the heck out of me, is Texas Instruments. I don't know why I always thought they were like new, because those were the scientific calculators we had. I never thought about them just being like normal calculators.
I would have to imagine like this cruise, you get your character when you get on board. Like you have to create your character before you get on board.
Oh, it's pure RP. It has to be.
Yeah, it's got to be like you create your character. They give you like it's got to be like, what's the Wizards of the Coast League or whatever it's called. It's called the Wizards of the Coast League. Like you print up your official paper and you go in. Like anything you do, you add to that character. Maybe probably by the end of the cruise, you're like level 20 or something.
Oh, dude. Go ahead and read the next question so I can tell you.
In 1972, 5 White House operatives were arrested for burglarizing the offices of the Democratic National Committee. What was this the beginning of?
So, next year's called D20.
Oh no.
2024, April 27.
No.
And it sails out of Orlando
Oh no.
to Costa Maya and Cozumel. 5-night Western Caribbean cruise aboard Royal Caribbean. Do you like tabletop role-playing games like D&D, Pathfinder, and Shadowrun? Would you like to take your own adventure while at sea? Come do this thing.
I want to do that.
I'm in. Dude, I'm so in for this. And Kim already said she wanted to go. And if we can get like me and you and Allie and Kim and Marvin and Lissa and potentially like if you can get at least 3 families there, it'd be amazing. Not to exclude our mighty moderator, but I don't know if Jenny likes D&D. Actually, I don't know if Lissa likes D&D for that matter. I assume
Lissa
she does because she married Marvin.
She's played with us
And
before.
I figure that's a prerequisite to marry Marvin. Correct.
When is it?
Correct. It is April the 27th. Kim, how did you not know this answer? We have a board game about it.
You say 5-day or
All right.
7-day?
It's a 5-day. It goes 27th to 2nd. But anyway, as Doug fills out our new cruise that we're going on next year, the correct answer here was...
Watergate.
It was
the
Watergate.
scandal.
I was going to say someone called it a scandal, but I thought that would be leaning toward free. We'll stop rambling about cruises now, even though there was a submarine in this last one and there was water. Because we're way too excited. Because guess what time it is? It's time for Ben's favorite round. It's 70s music. It's time for music yet again. And we're obviously vibing in the 70s. What famous lead man sang backup on Carly Rae Simon's You're So Vain?
I totally forgot all of the gifts I picked for this.
Mm-hmm. That gif is excellent. Yeah, so it's Watergate board game. It's a 2-player game. One of you plays the like not Deep Throat exactly, but you play like the investigators, and the other person plays Nixon, and you have to prevent them from revealing your scandal. It's an amazing little board game. You can pick it up at like Barnes and Noble for like $20. It's really good. Me and Kim have played it once or twice. It's really fun. Kimberly! Do not cease your slowness, I will skip you! You know this answer too. Your dad loves this song. She doesn't know this answer, but her dad does love this song. Anywho, the correct answer for that was Mick Jagger. And I do find it funny that my father-in-law loves the song You're So Vain and will occasionally sing it at my mother-in-law just to be me. Oh, God, they're talking about Game 6. makes me nervous. What time is your hockey game? Does anybody
10
play hockey tonight?
We're
Or is it an off night?
gonna find out.
Cool. You want me to go ahead with the next question while you research?
Tampa Bay and Toronto.
Ooh, the Leafs could lock it up.
Rangers and the
Devils.
and then Winnipeg and Vegas.
Keep forgetting that the Jets are in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's weird.
What you got?
You asked that one, not me.
I did. I answered it already. I told them that it was Mick Jagger.
What was the most popular album by sales in the decade?
Do. Yeah, I was right. It's only like $28. I love it. Kenny, if you don't even need to write it down, all you have to do is go to everybody's favorite Discord channel. I almost left to go to general chat again. I do that every time. And there is the review of it on Board Game Geek. Enjoy. It's got a 7.8 out of 10 on Board Game Geek for a 2-player game. That's pretty good. Especially for one that has a complexity of like 2. Oh, look, everybody's answers are in. What you got?
That would be Dark Side of the Moon.
I was really impressed that Pink Floyd was that popular.
Oh, yeah.
Not like super unimpressed. Like Pink Floyd is very popular, don't get me wrong. But that it beat out Rumors and Hotel California were very surprising to me.
I just want to say, Allie didn't say no out of hand. She asked for the link.
Did you send her the link? Because I have it. Okay, good.
It's the D20 cruise, right?
D20 cruise.
April 27th to May 2nd.
TTRPG vacation.
Yep.
Yes. What band wrote the majority of the songs for the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack? Benjamin, if you get this wrong, I'm going to be so angry. Actually, if any of you get this wrong, I'm going to be angry because this was a question that came up during one of the Does Ben Own This Album rounds? And you should, in fact, I'm pretty sure they're posted in the group somewhere. Discord nerds, get it together. I am sending the link to Kim, even though she hasn't been listening to us.
I came back to like 15 notifications on Discord, and I was like, like the nerds and stuff, and yada yada yada. Are you going live? And all of them were just you guys talking about the XFL, and I was like, I missed out on this.
Yeah, Scrap and Tiny was super excited about the Commanders, or not the Commanders, the Defenders. Yeah. The other like weird term for what we do in DC. Correct answer here is the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees literally like made the whole album and brought people in. It's one of the most popular selling albums of all time. Over the span. That's why they didn't beat out Pink Floyd in the 70s, but extremely popular.
A sad phenomenon that started in the 70s was the 27 Club. The club was famous for musicians who died at the age of 27. Of these 4, who was not a member? As that gets asked, I'll be right back.
Away goes Douglas to most likely his wife to inform him that she doesn't want to be on an entire cruise where all you do is roll dice. This was a hard question to write because the 27 Club expands after the 70s, right? This was the sort of inauguration of it, of people dying when they were 27. And it continues on because I believe now they've added, I don't remember if Kurt was 27. But I do know that Amy Winehouse, I always get her name wrong, died when she was 27. Kurt had to have been a little older, right? Yeah, he was 37. But there's like a giant list of people who are 27 years old that passed away. It's extremely sad, but crazy how it overlaps. Oh, we got grammared. Sorry, Ben, I was clicked off. Oh, did I name the album Bad Out of Hell? Did it auto-correct me? Seriously? Did he have to re-add it? Oh, he did it wrong. Okay, so Ben grammared us for Bad Out of Hell. Because apparently I made the album Bad Out of Hell instead of Bat Out of Hell. Which he is correct on, and I will totally give him the grammar, but I'm curious if it auto-corrected it in your transfer, or if I spelled... No, yeah, I have Bat Out of Hell wrote in here. So Doug screwed it up again, but I'll drink to it.
Wait, what?
Somehow in your copy of bringing Bat Out of Hell over, you changed it to Bad Out of Hell. Cheers. Or does it not say bad as the answer in that last question?
I'm on a different question.
Yeah, no, question 10, there it is, says Bad Out of Hell as the answer instead of Bat. But I can show you in my notes where it says Bat.
I didn't copy that one over. That was not one of my copies. My copies was only your 50-50.
That was, so when I copied it over, I wrote it correctly on the phone, but in between getting it to the computer, changed it. Anyway, it was the correct answer. Good Lord, my bad. That's on me.
Correct answer is Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page is still alive. Drummer? Is he a drummer for? I'd have to rely on.
So Ali
Led
is
Zeppelin guitarist. I was about to say I couldn't remember if he was a guitarist or drummer.
So Ali was saying like, oh, it costs this much, blah blah blah, plus tax. Doesn't include beverage package or gratuity. But maybe we can call Nikki, who's our travel agent, who got us an amazing deal on our cruise. Maybe we can call her and give us a deal. And I was like, yes, call Nikki. She's like, not right now, but we need to talk about it. I'm like, obeliskly.
Yes, obeliskly.
We need to give you Nikki's info. We saved like probably $2,000 going on our honeymoon cruise.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. I mean, I imagine we'll set it all up that way.
Well, it's Marvin Liss's. It was their travel agent first.
Nice.
And they got amazing deals. Gave us her name, and like it was so good that when we were talking, when we were down in Florida, we were like talking about the deals and stuff. Ted, my father-in-law, was like, "Wait, hold on. What price did you just say?" But no, give me her number. I need it right now. Like, guys,
and now we're sending the savings to you.
Yeah, she's awesome though. So,
all right, this is me. Yep. A famous singer whose career began a run in the mid-'70s wrote the 1977 #1 hit, Blinded by the Light. Who was that singer? Yeah, no, there's going to be grammatical errors all through this because I wrote it on my phone, then transferred it from the phone. But it's Blinded by the Light. What singer wrote Blinded by the Light?
Blinded by the light.
Yeah, just add it to the counts. To you, Doug. And to Kenny.
To you.
I did enjoy
Nerd.
That I put obviously my hint here began a run. The correct answer was Bruce Springsteen because one of his hits at this time was Born to Run. But I thought it was funny because Paul McCartney was a member of Wings who sung Band on the Run. And I think I kind of tied Run into some of the bands. It was really funny. But anyway, go ahead.
ABBA won the Eurovision Song Contest with what song in 1974?
So, the thing in Pitch Perfect is like a real thing. Yeah. Eurovision is a giant-ass like singing thing where they award like a winner for songs.
Wait, have you not seen
my mind?
Have you not seen Eurovision?
No. I thought it was just fictional.
No. You need to go watch Eurovision. It is in the same vein as Talladega Nights, except it's about Eurovision. So it's
yeah. I saw the preview for it, but I didn't realize it was a real thing.
Yeah, so it explains the whole like Eurovision's this EU contest of like performance and all that. The final number, or not the final number. One of the mid numbers, they're meeting other people. They go to this party to meet other people in the competition and whatnot. And like the last 10 years of winners join in and sing this big number. And it's like the all these people that you like kind of know, but you don't know where to like place them are all the Eurovision winners. So whenever you like hear a song, you're like, I don't remember who that person is. I just that's probably a Eurovision winner.
I just love that I had so many good options for ABBA that no one got this correct.
And the answer is Waterloo.
So I think Dancing Queen was 75. I think Take a Chance on Me was 76, and Manic Monday was like 79. I had them in my head. I had them memorized, but oh well.
Take a chance on me. Well, that's the other part is the number in the middle of Eurovision or
yeah.
What are the songs called, or the movies called? it's a compilation of everyone who's won or like who's still alive is them performing their song with everyone in the room.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, okay. So it's called Eurovision Song Contest: The Story of Fire Saga. It's on Netflix.
I have to watch that.
It's Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams.
See, I remember Will Ferrell being in it. That's what I was remembering, and I couldn't place it exactly, but I do need to watch it.
So they're from Sweden or Finland, one of the Nordic countries.
Nordic.
And Pierce Brosnan is Will Ferrell's dad.
Oh dear Lord.
And he is never proud of him, and it is so good. I like.
That's amazing.
So we went. Sydney had her like a big birthday party, like 2021, after the vaccines had come out. We all went down to like Smith Mountain Lake, and we were sitting around, we're drinking, and it comes across like Netflix, and I was like, oh yeah, I saw it one time, I've seen it. I've never watched it, whatever. And everyone in the room was like, what? We're watching this right now.
To watch it.
Yeah.
There's always room for argument, but what genre is best known as the defining music of the 70s? This is really good. I love Gene Simmons. I love Kiss. Kiss is hilarious.
The fact that they still dress up and sing is the best part of all of that.
So you know that when they retire, they're considering passing the outfits on to the next generation. Like they find their replacements, and they will continue to be Kiss in the same outfits. They've thought about doing that. I think that'd be really cool.
Oh, it'd be like having what's called the Kiss Army or whatever, Kiss Nation.
Yeah. I think it's Kiss Army. I think you were dead on.
Yeah, just keep doing that. Just like you have the Kiss Army, and you just change the generals.
Yep. There it is.
It's like Insane Clown Posse. Here.
Disco. Oh god, it is. It had to be disco. All right.
Last question. Of the round, can you remember what David Bowie's glam rock alter ego name was?
I almost did this in inverse. And asked who the glam rock name was, but I kind of thought this was slightly more difficult.
I was going to... Don't answer this now. I was going to put a gif in of a certain wrestler. You probably know who I'm talking about. Was it the younger or the older I was thinking of?
Gonna put in my head
a gif of one of two wrestlers. Do you think I would have picked
I would have put the older one. The older one is the one I would have went. I would have went with the older one here, and I know. The younger one would have fit better for this, but the first one that popped in my head was the older one.
Yep.
Shaking the ropes.
Yep.
But the younger one, especially in his early WCW years, fits David Bowie way better. Oh, yeah. He looks like Bowie in some of those early ones.
If they ever do a Bowie biopic, Hair Freets.
And now other people are Demon Kitty's drinks. I don't know who it is, but I hope that they're just playing along because you keep doing it. Everyone got this right, but Deep Bunghole. What you got?
It'd be Ziggy Stardust.
Ziggy Stardust, David Bowie. So Sting definitely looked way more like Ziggy Stardust.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh, 100%.
But I was thinking Ultimate Warrior in my head all day long.
So the other two I was debating, which now that I think about it, would have been better, would have been Goldust or Cody Rhodes back when it was WWE.
Oh, when he yeah.
Was he Stardust?
He was Stardust. That was you just said it. And it's not Cody, it's Dad. Dusty's original.
Because it was
one of Dusty's iterations. I think not his original, but I want to say his like mid '80s, early '90s would have been Stardust or Goldust.
No, Goldust was his kid. No, because there was Dusty, and then Dustin was Goldust. He's always been Goldust.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he tag teamed with R-Truth for a while.
Yeah, you're right.
Like recently, which is weird. And then Cody came along, and originally had a really good gimmick, and then they gave him Stardust.
We are gamers. Yeah.
Yeah. So now that I think about it, but yes, Ultimate Warrior, and yeah, I definitely would have gone with he definitely.
Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream.
Yep.
All
right, let's give
the scoreboard.
In first place, Bunghole Starship 42.371. Second place, Electric Bunghole Orchestra 34.155. Third place, Deep Bunghole 33.27. Gross. Bunghole Zeppelin 79.384. Scrappy and Tiny 20.485. And he with 5. Titus Spider with 0. I assume just joined us. All right,
there you go.
Let's move on to the next one.
It is 70s movies. Given a famous line, can you tell me the famous 70s movie? Bonus. All right, bonus here. Me and Doug are going to read the answers just to make it fun. Your bonus is to guess the year that the movie came out. What I want you to do is put your answer of the movie, and if you so choose to try to get your bonus point, throw a year after it. We'll count your answer correct, even though the algorithm BS won't. And we'll give you your bonus point if you get the year correct. So that's the game. That's how it's going to work. The first quote I give you is, I'm going to make him an offer that he can't refuse.
I so badly want to do the gesture with it, and I can't. Because it's going to give it away.
You can't. I mean, the shitty accent was almost bad enough. But
you got really close. I was like, no.
I know. So I think these get progressively harder. I tried to orient them as easy, and then there are some quotes later that have a way more quotable line. But you're going to have to piece it together. I have faith in you guys. Correct, but no bonus points. Correct, but no bonus points. Correct.
I just thought of a new 50-50 round.
Okay, you're gonna wing it.
No, is this a Arnold Schwarzenegger quote from a movie or not?
But see, all I would want to do is add Jorgen von Strangle quotes that aren't Arnold. Or me and Kim have watched all of Drive to Survive, and if you've been watching it, Toto is in it. No, Michael, no, this is not fair. Me and Kim just finished Drive to Survive, and we have been obsessed with Toto. The correct answer here is The Godfather or Godfather, and the year was 1972. No one got the bonus point. That movie is way older than I thought.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Make him an offer he can't refuse.
Hey, and you gotta do it with the knuckles.
Yeah, just barely stroke.
Which I didn't get the joke in Men in Tights. When he's talking to the guy from Jersey and he pulls out the cotton balls, that is how he did the Godfather voice. Is he had cotton balls back in his mouth?
Wait, seriously?
That gave him the jaw and made him have to it was cotton balls in his mouth.
That's horrifying.
I was
kind of neat.
I saw this scene the other day. It's just I was flipping through channels or something, and I saw that, and I was like, I don't get that joke. I get that I went to the dentist. Sorry, I'm talking terribly. I'm sorry. And I looked that up, and it's a direct homage to The Godfather that he actually had to wear cotton balls in the back of his teeth.
Interesting.
Yeah. The power of Christ compels you.
The power of Christ compels you.
That'd be the worst exorcist ever.
So I was reading the years. So you did. But we're gonna see.
Let's see.
We're gonna see. But I think that's probably gonna make it. I was listening. I don't know. I think we're gonna wait, but we'll get to what we're rambling about. Not the point. Dang it. I don't remember. I forgot what I was going to say. I lost it.
Power of Christ compels you.
So when I was putting the answers in, or writing these questions, I was going down a list. So when I first did it, also Kim doesn't know about the bonus points because she doesn't listen to us, which I find hilarious. So when I was putting these in, I was reading it directly off a list. That's what I'm talking about. Scraps and Tiny. Let's go. I got it. It. Custom bonus point for you for getting the year correct. But they were all in order. So like it started at 72 and then clicked off in order for a while. I was like, I should rearrange these.
That's fair.
But anyway, go ahead. What you got?
That would be The Exorcist, 1973. Buddy Christ.
That's giftastic. And
no one
point
called
to
us on
Scraps
it.
and Tiny for 73. No one did call us on it, but I'm putting it out there for the same reason it should have been given last week. Doug said The Exorcist.
Yep.
He said I would be a terrible exorcist, which is the answer to the question.
Yeah, when they were like, if they were ever, trying to exorcise a demon or something, like, get it out. All right, don't have to tell me twice. Peace.
Get out.
Father, aren't you going to help? I mean, he told me to get out. What do you want me to do?
I gotta go. This collar doesn't even fit. I'm done.
Like this is a hat. This is a zip up. Like, what do you want from me?
Hey, Doug.
I have a college degree. That's it. That's nothing else separates me from anyone else. I have a college degree.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
You gotta be talking to me. No one else here?
I did not realize this quote was from this movie. I really thought it was from Kim's gift game is on point in her answers. When she doesn't know an answer, we just get a random gif if y'all don't know.
Or emoji.
Yeah, emoji. Yeah, that one. I almost old people that and called it an emoji. No, incorrect on the year. Correct on the year.
Give away the answer. So, actually,
bonus points. What you got?
I always think this is from a Joe Pesci movie.
I do too. See, I think it's from like a
EBO's got it.
Yep, I got their bonus point. They're good. I always think it's from a Godfather-esque movie in my head. That's what I think of is like either The Godfather or what was the other one that's like The Godfather but not? Goodfellas, maybe? Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's from. I always think this is from Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Or no, or what's the one he plays? Al Capone. You think I'm funny?
Thank you.
Like a clown. You think I'm funny? And then he breaks a bat over his head. That's what I think it's from. Is you talking to me? You talking to me?
Not.
It's not. No.
And everybody knew this except Kim. As Taxi Driver and Electric Bunghole Orchestra got bonus points. 1976. Good job.
Which is stars
5 of 7. Yes.
Which stars what's his name? Scarface.
Okay.
Hold on.
I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember his name right now.
That's gonna drive me fucking bonkers. No, not Scarface. Robert De Niro.
De Niro. Well, he said Pacino.
Fockers.
So De Niro. Oh, yeah, De Niro. De Niro's Fockers. Martin Scorsese's in Taxi Driver. Jodie Foster. Harry Kettle. I don't know that I've ever seen Taxi Driver.
It is an excellent movie. It is a somber movie as hell, but
interesting. Pacino.
Pacino is Scarface.
Mama Favreau and her. Thank you, because I'm not going there.
It's German. Herr Fritz.
Yeah, I know.
Which I'm German.
I am not that.
All right, so I got my 23. So for our wedding, we put on 23andMe's. We only got one pack, but
yeah, you told me you got one.
We wanted two, and I mean, Allie is like 90% Ashkenazi, Eastern European Jew, so there's not much mystery there. But I was like, I'm pretty sure, like I'm 90% sure, I'm like white as hell, whether I'm conqueror white, like UK, England, or like subjugated white. We'll see. Turned out I was like 90. What did I say earlier? 98% white.
Yeah.
It's like Irish, Scottish, and German, and then like I got like 0.6%. Was it Cyprus or whatever?
Yeah.
Cypriot or whatever.
Cypriot.
Like, yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude.
No, I don't know where that comes from, but zero Native American. I'm not even Mongol. Like, I am so white.
Wow.
Like
Your
Genghis
squad
Khan.
is not even funny, dude.
Genghis Khan
Genghis
isn't
Khan
even.
was like, nah, man, too pale.
No,
Can't do it.
Nuh-uh. That boy's white. But anyway. Number 20. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Hold on. Mick Jagger was the Stones. Jimmy Page was Zeppelin. Do you not have an ABBA album, Ben? Because what's the brick building one? That's got to be the Stones. So did I literally miss Led Zeppelin and ABBA?
That movie would be.
'Cause he has Bowie.
So everyone keeps putting a certain answer, and they're mixing up America with Vietnam, and it's.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Someone got it right though. I will say though, I'm not giving bonus credit to the year if you don't get the thing right. Not that anyone's got it so far, but I feel like I should clarify that. Is that if you don't get the movie correct, you don't get the bonus point.
Yeah, there's no, like.
I thought this one was pretty easy.
Yeah, so did I. I thought this was.
I
Like,
was
this
wrong.
was super well known.
So correct answer here, which only one person got, is
Apocalypse Now,
Apocalypse
They,
Now, which came out in
1979.
79.
The scene is that they had dropped off. I forget what his name is. The actor. They drop off his unit at the beginning of the river. They're supposed to go up with their boat, and the major, lieutenant, or whatever is super into surfing, and so he's like, he was gonna surf Vietnam, but they drop after napalm had been dropped. And he loves the smell of napalm in the morning. And then the problem is, like, the napalm causes a fire, which causes a rush of wind because fire sucks up oxygen, which ruins the surf, and he freaks out. But
Oh, that's sad. Sad for him.
really dark fucking movie. But
It is dark. All of those movies are dark, dude.
a bunch of you put Good Morning America. There is no movie called Good Morning America. I think you're referring to Good Morning Vietnam, which is
The other Vietnam movie.
which is Robin Williams, and yeah, so
That's a good try though.
yep.
And I was wrong. Ben didn't own a Carly Simon, and Ben doesn't own an ABBA album. That actually really surprises me. I thought that was pretty much a home run. But anyway, no, it's pronounced Igor. There were so many chances to use this man's quotes, by the way. I had so much opportunity, and you know which one I wanted to use, but I couldn't.
I know which one I would want to use, and
Oh yeah, it was just not good. Not good plan. Correct, but no bonus points. Correct, but no bonus points. Correct, but no bonus points. I shall continue until someone
by the law of
succeeds.
averages, somebody should get it.
Someone should get it. But the problem is they're not collaborating, remember?
Oh,
Correct
yeah.
with bonus points. Freaking Scrappy and Tiny, man.
On top
point.
of it.
I think
Jeez.
that's their second year correct. We have 7 to 7 in. The correct answer here, this is Young Frankenstein.
No, it's
As he
young Frankenstein.
As he tells him his name is pronounced Frankenstein. And when he calls him Igor, no, it's pronounced Igor. So
But
the
the quote I was thinking of is it would have to be bigger veins, bigger arteries, bigger capillaries, bigger Schwanzstücker. He's gonna be quite popular.
number one, 1974. I was referring to Mel Brooks and choosing a different movie, Doug. I.e. Blazing Saddles.
From
and I
earlier.
don't think I can quote anything from Blazing Saddles
No,
without
you could quote that
getting in
line.
trouble.
There's the people of the land, the
So-
salt of the earth. You know, morons.
That's right. Ben sold a bunch of the albums. I forgot. But anyway, question 22, boss. I want to get rid of that GIF anyway. Good lord, it's scary.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Should be, well, do you feel lucky?
Do you feel lucky? How did that get changed? I know it's correct in my notes. What I want to know is how, from the transfer of my notes to the game, did we get here? Oh, yeah, I wrote the movies one too. Let's see here.
Right now, you're probably
No,
asking
I wrote
yourself,
that wrong in the notes. Holy crap.
Right now, you're probably asking yourself, did he shoot 5 or 6? Well, do you feel lucky? Do you? Punk.
Wrong year, wrong year. Bunghole Zeppelin with the correct year. I believe that's a bonus point. Yes, it is. Go ahead and customize that one. Boom.
Oh,
that's correct. Wrong year.
They have
And we're at
Yetis
5-7.
with Horde and Alliance.
And Alliance on them.
Oh, that's out of the Blizzard shop, though, which means
Man,
they're
I just
14 times more expensive.
Just don't track all that stuff anymore. Who are we missing? Are we missing Kim? Nope. Scraps and Tiny pondering the year over, I imagine. I always get this one wrong, too. I don't know why. I honestly, I think that this is the good, the bad, and the ugly every time. I don't know why, but I always think it is. But the correct answer here is... I forgot I didn't read this one. I do that a lot.
Hold on.
Douglas, names that movie. We need to get to halftime. It's already 8 o'clock.
Jesse Harry.
Dirty Harry. Was released in 71. Congrats to Bunghole Zeppelin.
I don't know if I can send this.
All right. This is when it started to amp up. Here we go, guys. Going in one more round when you don't think you can. That's what makes all the difference in your life. That was a terrible accent. Don't pay any attention to it. I could try to dial in this man's accent, and it would probably easily give it away if I could get anywhere near close, so we're not going there. But there are hints in this question that should help. Look at him go. I'm so proud of him. Alexander's approaching with my Genghis Grill.
Check your,
That's exciting. Yeah, I saw it. Let me send that to you. Correct, wrong year. Correct. Wrong year, wrong year, wrong year. And question mark and correct, wrong year. We are missing my wife. My wife.
My wife.
While I do this for Douglas, click. Click. Send you this one. That's right. I sent you Coda, didn't I?
We got you. We got like 3,000 of our pictures from.
Ooh, good, good, good. She's
So
angry. Different emoji. Correct answer here is Rocky. This is one of Rock's quotes about getting back in the ring, and it was released in '76. I also forget Rocky's a '70s movie. I really think of that as an '80s movie. It's on you to close the round out and go to halftime while I go grab my Genghis Grill off the rainy porch.
all right. And I think I am familiar with the fact that you are going to ignore this problem until it swims up and bites you in the ass. This Chihuahua obviously thinks the thing's gonna bite it in its ass too, but you know how amazing Chihuahuas are as what are they called? Water dogs. There we go. Ooh, tightest fighter getting it. Give you a bonus point there. All right. What else we got? Missing Scrappy and Tiny, who I'm assuming going to put in the right answer for the year, too. Frau Blucher. It's not Brucher, it's Blucher. BL. Blucher. Alright, Scrappy and Tiny, we're missing you. I had a nightmare as a kid and walked out to my parents watching this. I mean, if you're going to have a nightmare, that's probably the... I remember putting that in as like a revenge for everybody else, but Kenny is utilizing it well. Herr Fritz. But I mean, really, if you're going to walk out to a nightmare, Young Frankenstein isn't. Although a lot of Young Frankenstein's humor is definitely in the wordplay. So I don't know how well Young Frankenstein would do. Like, it's not really slapstick. I mean, there's some slapstick, obviously, with he stabs himself and he knees the guy in the nuts and all that stuff. But I mean, there's not a lot. Anyway, the answer is that's Jaws, and that's from 1975. I walked out to the answer to this question. Ah, gotcha. All right, with that, in first place, Bunghole Starship, 65.545. Second place, Electric Bunghole Orchestra, 55.6975. Bunghole Zeppelin, 49.257. Deep Bunghole, 39.309. Scraps and Tiny Yorkies, 36.372. Titus Fire, 28.669. And E with 10.817. Who has doubled their score? I'll let that keep running until Lucas gets back, because I assume Lucas getting back will also mean that Kim is back as well. Ha! Ha ha ha! That's why you don't listen to Jesse. Or Jess. Actually, I'm surprised it's the first time I've coughed. No, if you got the question right, you got the question, like, there was two separate things. It was the question and then the bonus. So if you got the question right, and then got the year right. Okay, so for those of you who don't know or aren't watching the stream, Kenny asks, wait, did we have to get the year for it to be worth points? No. The question is separate from the bonus. So if you got Jaws correct, but you didn't put in, what was it, 1975 or whatever. I gotta scroll through. Hold on. But if you didn't put 1975, you still got Jaws correct. I've got it. Refresh your app. It should be in there. I'm looking at it right now. It says they're all correct. So yeah, as long as you put in the correct answer first, we gave it to you. The bonus didn't impact that whatsoever. Those of you curious, the Devils are beating the Rangers. Thank God.
So, headset's over there. That's it. I don't need to listen. All I need to do is talk.
Yep. All right.
What,
so, you want to jump in?
Did you?
Fitty?
Did you screw up Kenny's?
I did.
Did you fix it?
I fixed it.
Okay. I'm proud of you.
It was the answer was correct. Just there was some refresh problems and whatnot because I had hit refresh on mine to make it show and yada yada yada. But anyway,
I loved that quote from Jaws though because he said, "Bite you in the ass." So Alexandra, who was my delivery driver, gets out of her car and walks 2 steps from her car and just stands there holding my food, playing on her phone. And finally, after like 2 solid minutes of her just standing there, me at the door, I went, "Hey," and she went, "Oh, I'm very sorry." And she comes running over and hands me my food, apologizes twice more, and then runs back to her car. Nice. Anyway, I digress. 50-50 round. You guys can do this.
What was your time the last time?
I believe I did a 2-minute and... Did I do the phone? I told them that I couldn't get it set up and cap it, so I think I just did the phone. No, didn't do the phone. I think I did 2:20 or 2:10. And I did at least 2:20 because they failed 2 minutes before with me and you the week before they had failed.
Right. So
I think I did 2:10 or 2:20 and they succeeded by correct answer. Another team showed up in the middle of the 50-50 round. They were blazing it. And a team showed up for the last question and it cost them 3 seconds over and they got 4 of them correct. So 2:20 was good.
I'll put
at this
2:15 because I don't.
2:15. I want them to win. Let's be honest.
I do. Well, and as long as a new team doesn't show up. But
Yeah, 220. Okay, I thought so too, Mom Fatfro. Thank you.
you might
So,
want
did
to yell
you
at
tell
your
them-
wife and tell them,
Kim!
tell her to be ready for the 50-50.
50-50 round. Don't be slacking. Doug says not to suck.
Do you want
It's the
me dead?
50-50 round.
Do you want me not? Do you want me to
Doug
die?
said not to suck. It's the speed round. Waiting on the answer. I think she might be getting up. She doesn't get up for a lot. Anyway, no, she just came to chat. Also, guess what? Kim said if we got the budget, we're in.
Yes.
Let's do this, D&D cruise. I'm so excited. I'm buying new dice. All right,
have-
so you've already...
All the dice.
I know, we have a ton, but I want more. We might order some from Kickstarter.
or
Or,
we wait for the cruise and we buy like 19 sets while we're there.
I mean, I'm gonna buy stuff on the cruise. Y'all know the 50-50 round. 7 teams are here, know what's going on. Let's do the thing. Basically, I tried to make it as simple as possible. Was this fashion style popular in the 70s or not popular in the 70s? That's it. So if it was extremely popular in the 70s, hit 70s. If it was not extremely popular in the 70s, you're going to write not 70s. I did thorough research of like 4 websites. So if you think this existed in the 70s and you got a different answer, feels bad. I'm in charge. All right, let's do this thing. Popular or not. Got to begin with bell bottoms. And I repeat, you have to begin with bell bottoms. Doug, get started the timer. Let's go.
Let's go. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Let's start.
See, I think we had 7 teams last week. And there
Yep.
you go. That one was 70s. It's you.
Pantsuits.
So I had to like explain to Ryan how we do it now to try to expedite the transfer of questions. It took us a few rounds to get it mapped out, but it worked out okay. I'm at 6 of
That's-
7. All right,
there you
correct
go.
answer. Go ahead.
That's
That
70s.
was- Yep. What about combat boots? I demand trial by combat. All right, that's it.
Hit it.
Not the 70s.
It's
Not 70s. You speed it.
it's loading. Do it. Do the next one.
I got it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, quick, go. It's not popped. What about the oversized collar? It's not popped. What about the oversized collar?
Mine's doing the infinite load thing right now.
You want me to just rock and roll with it?
Yeah, keep going until it pops. I'll tell you when I can pop back in.
7, 6 of 7. We're waiting on Kim. And she's not locked in. Now I have to open my thing screwed up. There we go. She's in. Popped collar or oversized collars were a thing in the 70s.
All right, I got it.
Time for
Time for our first accessory. Is a claw clip.
our first hair
55
accessory,
seconds left.
Douglas. Claw is the law.
Done. That's not 70s.
Next one is aviator glasses. I love how you use Joe.
Dude, Joe Biden in aviators is the best.
Send
All right.
it.
That's 70s. All you.
Oh no, it was me. A good old floppy sun hat. Is that a 70s thing or was it not? I can't remember, Doug. Do you remember?
I remember.
Do you
I
remember?
remember it
What
was the 70s.
All right.
Last but not
bring
least,
home.
the flannel shirt. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. 15 seconds. Works all night and he sleeps all day. He is a lumberjack and he's
Done.
And that's
You're
it.
done. Not 70s.
With 9 seconds left.
They had 9 seconds to spare and let's see here.
Let's
Bell
go back.
bottoms had 100%. Pantsuits had 29%. So pantsuits became an
So-
extremely popular thing for women in the 70s.
All right, so that's
See,
one.
I did it.
Combat boots.
Um,
2.
Got 71%. I get 2. Combat boots were popular in the 90s. So what I did for all of our incorrect answers, I looked up 90s fashion. Because a lot of 90s fashion bled out from the 70s. Combat boots kind of phased out in the 50s to 60s. Tennis shoes and stuff like that came in. And then combat boots came back in the 90s with grunge. Give them their 3rd point for oversized collars. Give them their 4th point for a claw clip not being in the 70s. Claw clips were invented in the 90s. Barely give them a point for aviator glasses. Those were all the rage in the 70s. That's where it came from. Floppy hats, no point. So 5. Stay at 5. No point.
I was
they were
looking.
42.
Sorry, I was looking ahead at flannel. Sorry,
Okay.
6.
6 for flannel. So flannel, again, was a popular fashion statement in the 90s, but was first popularized by the working man in the 60s and just really didn't gain popularity until they came back in the late 80s, early 90s. So there you go.
I mean, so
They did it. Easy.
10 seconds, 6 plus. So they were at 16.
So
two
you
minute-
could have
2
played
minutes.
it right at 2 minutes, and they would have won by a second.
So
But
2
that's
minutes.
on, I think, 205. Or
Let's do 210. Let's take out just 5 at a time. So 210.
All right.
We'll do
210 next week. Write a note somewhere. I'm going to put it in Discord.
Yep.
I'm just going to write it in general chat in Discord.
Works for me. All right.
All right. So with that, it's punishment time, I believe.
Yep.
I love how it asked me, did I really want to send that to everyone? Yes. Yes, I do. Are they twist tops?
Yep.
They are. Of course they are. Well, somehow I managed to miss that 2 feet away from me.
Cheers.
To you, sir. Bring it in. And. Lovely. It tastes blue. Mama Fafro didn't get to see me be displeased by my beverage choice this week. To you, Kenny. Doug's sending it back your way, you know that.
Of course.
I assumed they would succeed at the 50-50, so I went ahead and picked up a third.
It's very rare they don't. I think as we...
So, Ben, with bottles, especially a drink like that, I can do it. Like, ices have never been a problem for me. You can ask Doug. I actually kind of enjoy them. But, yeah, I did forget my cup.
There are a couple
I wasn't
flavors...
that far behind.
I think there's a couple flavors everyone struggles with.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
like-
I mean,
not
flavors
that-
are a thing. But I
Not
mean,
that,
like,
not
so...
that they're universal, but I think like for ices, there are flavors everyone struggles with. There are flavors everyone just like goes.
I feel like I did pretty good with the bottle this time, though. I was only about a second behind you.
Yep.
And for me, I am not the best. Just don't have that good old deep throat. Anyway, famous people. Okay, so the next round is a picture round. I'm going to need you to focus up on your computers, looky, and name the people that are in the picture. We tried to get pictures of them in the 70s. That was the idea. So, name the famous person from the 70s in the picture. First one, who is the dapper lad with tricky Dick Nixon? You can tell that the mighty moderator wrote this round because he used the word lad. Oh, the draft is live. I can go be disappointed by what Jerry Jones chooses to do. You didn't know my allegiances. All you other fans. Don't I have Cowboys something around here? I have a koozie that I normally use. There it is. I have a koozie I normally use. There it is. I have a lot more other things. I have a Tech Bear. I have a Hurricanes helmet. I have a Ryan Blaney race car.
All right.
I have the Stanley Cup, and everybody figured out. I'm pretty sure that was Elvis. Good job. Proud of you all. Even though we had a few misspellings, but that's fine. Good job. Proud of you, team. Next.
Who is shown here visiting Hanoi at the head of the table?
Oh, they got Thielen? Really? A lot of my friends for Carolina are saying they're going to draft the quarterback from, or is it Bryce Young from Bama? That's what they think they're going to do.
You think they have the Thielen?
They picked up Thielen, the wide receiver from Minnesota. Had the World Series, Atlanta Braves baseball, Atlanta Braves, Tech, Hurricanes, NASCAR. I have an old World Series and Hurricanes. I don't have a lot of Cowboys stuff.
Panthers.
I have another koozie down there, but
is in. I don't have the
There it
audio
is.
going, obviously, because it's going to play over
No, it's fair.
trivia.
I could pull it up and listen if I wanted to. I'm watching the Rangers Jersey game. Well, I'm not watching it, but it's over there because. Oh, they took the #1 pick from Chicago.
Yep.
I didn't realize that. Holy crap!
Traded for that.
Nuts. Anyway, who are we missing? We're probably missing. Nope, we're missing Electric.
I just muted
Whole orchestra.
Kenny. I just muted the page I'm watching it on. So
Yeah, the same way we do. The same way I do stream. I cut stream on so we get an extra view because views are everything. That's why you should tell your friends to come play trivia and more of your family. I'll be honest. I want Grandpa and Grandma Fafro playing trivia, and every person you know, and then every person we know. That's why I aggravate everyone about trivia. But who you got for the correct answer here? That's a terrible picture.
that'd be
Who wrote that? Did Kim write that?
Jane Fonda.
No. Is Jane Fonda? Hey, look, dog. I didn't pick the pictures.
Bryce
I think
Young?
Ryan did.
Yep.
Bryce Young, was I right? Yep. There you go. There it is. Sorry if the pictures are kind of crappy. It is what it is. We wanted them in there in the era. That was the point. It's easy to get pictures of people current day. It's just not as fun to me.
Why does it
Really?
look like
I
they're in
spawned this
Grand
round?
Central Station?
I don't know. It might be. I spawned this round from Jeopardy question. So, who is the man debuting the weekend update on one of the debut episodes of SNL? So, me and Kim are playing Jeopardy, and the other day, just watching it, and Kiefer Sutherland's dad, Donald, was on it, but he was like young and dapper. They had a picture of him from like the 60s or something. And dude looked clean. And I was like, I know that man. I just can't place who he is. And it was Donald Sutherland with an amazing flow. His hair,
Damn.
brilliant.
That
But
is
anyway, I
100%
digress.
Grand Central Station.
Well,
No, it's not. No, it's not. They're not in New York. They're in...
Anyway, correct answer here. That is Chevy Chase. I didn't realize he did the first weekend update. That's really neat. Thanks, Ryan.
I only know that because someone got a...
Ooh, I've had a little bit to drink tonight.
What's it called? Someone got an award that... Childish Gambino. Don Glover.
Donald Glover.
Was like talking about, and he was like, yeah, he was saying like the first weekend update was written by this guy. I forget what his name is. He's like, yeah, and Chevy Chase did it, and Chevy Chase said he was the smartest man ever alive, and he called him the greatest, blah, blah, blah. He called me the N-word a lot, but... Oh, wait, sorry, no, this is about... So, can you name the woman in the blue suit?
So, Kenny, I can't invite... This is what's funny. I can't invite my parents to play trivia.
Yeah.
Because we drink. And because... Well, mainly because... As much as... Well, no, that's not true. My mom and dad actually love Doug. My mom said that she would be Doug's dad and mother if he needed it.
I got a random text of, hey, you're now a Carver.
You're now Carver. That's how it works. But Mama Carver does not support drinking, and neither does Father Carver. So they don't attend the stream. Now, what I will tell you all is that the second me and Doug stop playing games, I call them. And then I have to keep score of how they play in trivia. So they participate, just not live. They thoroughly enjoy trivia. They just cannot get behind the drinking part of the thinking. And seeing as how that is a core tenement of us, it is what it is. I will give it to the last. I'll give Jeopardy rules. It is. We have a lot of fun. I exclude some of Doug's current event rounds. And some of my own rounds where I say things that they probably wouldn't like.
Yeah.
My dad likes to drink but not think. I could see Ben's dad playing trivia. And he just doesn't answer. He just hits whatever button and then chugs.
So Bryce Young,
That's so funny.
Bryce Young is the highest drafted Alabama quarterback of all time.
Seriously?
Because Tua was a 5th round pick. Or a,
Yeah, no, I
a
got
fifth
you.
pick. Richard was a sixth.
I can't believe Mac fell that far.
Mac Jones was what,
All
15th?
right, I got it on in the background. Correct answer. What you got?
Margaret Thatcher.
God, we are behind time. We are bad.
Yep.
Oh, dear God, who is this handsome man? And if you couldn't tell by my response there, Kim will get this instantly.
I like how we started this off with like, we're not going to read rules. We're not going to do our normal intro, and we're behind by a good bit.
Yeah, no, we're behind a good bit because we got caught up on D&D cruise. Which is potentially something we're going on next year, and I am hella excited. I haven't even looked at the price yet, by the way.
Okay,
So
so
did you look at Kim's answer? She's still putting emoji. No, I can't play this with sound. Listening to them ramble about draft picks in the background is god awful. I need to hear your beautiful voice. Oh God, that is not Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen.
We're not judging your emojis. We love your emojis.
I love it. I think it's great. I think it's thoroughly entertaining. Oh God, she's listening. Doug, she's listening. Run.
Who?
Kim. She never listens, so she has the sound on.
I said I love your emojis.
I do. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. I think they're funny. Now I gotta know how much this cruise that I've volunteered to be on is gonna cost.
And the answer is what?
The answer is Ted Bundy, which is why I responded the way I did, because that's a serial killer, and he is known for being handsome and extremely charming. Is he still alive, or did they finally execute him? They executed him, right? Anyway, go ahead.
How about this wonderful one?
Yeah, they executed him in Florida in '89. My bad. After he went on a murdering spree in sorority houses. Don't make me slap you, Doug. Kenny, do it.
Do it.
Do it. Correct.
I can't kill him. It's not the Jedi
Correct.
code. Do it.
Correct. Do it. Do it. Anakin. Wait, why do I have a message? Oh, it's from Venom. What happened in the... Oh, I got to show you this god-awful picture, by the way. The team news for racing has come out. And my new team owner likes to put terrible Photoshop pictures up. And he put up a picture of me and him as Dell Jr. and Dell Sr. with terrible pictures from Facebook cropped on their head. It's so bad, but so funny. Because he, one of his car schemes he runs is Earnhardt. So he puts up pictures of him as Earnhardt a lot. It's really funny. I gotta show it to you.
CJ
Please tell
Stroud
me we're
is
missing Kim, who's been rambling.
Yep.
Who's been typing in stream but can't answer the question.
CJ Stroud. So that's 2 QBs.
She's still not.
Why do we feel like all but 3 teams are gonna pick QBs this round?
I feel like there's a big need for QBs in the NFL right now. Like a lot of teams are either phasing out or just don't have someone who's great. Anyway, correct answer. That's you, because I am the penultimate question of the
That's
round.
Mother Teresa.
It is Mother Teresa. Why is she Irish, Doug? I don't think Mother Teresa was Irish.
No idea.
I'm pretty sure she was probably Italian. That's probably not right about that anyway.
Man.
Who cares? I do. We'll find out here in a minute. Who know this fantastic female? I know he meant who knows, but just the way that reads is amazing.
Who know? You know?
You know? Actually, was Mother Teresa Jewish?
No.
Where was she from?
She's Catholic.
Well, yeah, but she dresses in white and blue a lot. She was born in North Macedonia, at the time currently the Ottoman Empire, and she died in India. Interesting.
Oh, this answer is
This answer is Jane. Not correct. Barbara Streisand. I got excited. I forgot. Did I mention that I probably shouldn't have? Yeah, no, it's not the point.
Mecca Streisand.
Mecca Streisand.
Final one. Can you name this strapping young gentleman?
So yeah, I gotta find that picture of Donald Sutherland because it was great. Anyway, she was born in the Ottoman Empire. Her name, however, was in Albanian. I get so confused with like the Eastern Bloc. There are so many countries over there that I just struggle to like keep track of. Yes, Kim, that is Big Nose Bob indeed. I don't think anyone knows what this man looks like. Since two of you have answered, and Scraps and Tiny always puts question marks when they don't know, this person is more known for what they like. They do a thing behind the scenes. You'll know who it is. Some communist. I don't think he's a communist. That is definitely not my mom. My mom is a wonderful lady, and if you want to call her a man one more time, she will hunt you down, she will find you, and she will kill you. Ask Doug. She's a scary woman. I was trying to explain that to one of my friends in the racing league the other day who kept saying I should move the vacation she already scheduled so that I could attend the Bristol race with them. And I told her about that, and she now knows his address in Michigan. And I tried to tell him that, and he wouldn't listen. So, John K., if you ever come back and watch this vlog, because you were here for wrestling, if you disappeared, this is the first evidence of it. And there's a lot of woods in North Carolina that people don't know where bodies are buried. FBI and NSA, if you're listening, my mother has never killed anyone. It's just a joke. I think.
I have met Mama. I've met Mama Carver once, ever,
Focus.
and it was for all 45 seconds. That woman is like a Saiyan who has not gone Super Saiyan yet, but you know they can hit that next level.
She left an impression.
Like, you sit next to him and you're like, oh yeah, I'm the toughest and strongest. She walks up and like your feet like plant into the ground because the pressure's so high, and you're like, oh, no, I'm good. Nah, it's good.
It's great. I cannot. All right, what you got? Who is this? Someone got it right.
Steven Spielberg.
Good job, Titus Fighter. Like I said, more known for what he did than actually recognized him. This is Spielberg, which is hard to believe. I just can't imagine Spielberg not being gray-haired. What is it? He doesn't have a face. He's just a name on movies. So you want to scoreboard it?
I only... yeah, that's last round.
Yeah, go ahead.
In first place, Bunghole Starship, 111.393. Electric
Nice.
Bunghole Orchestra, 396.54. Deep Bunghole, 92.7. Titus Fighter. Titus Fighter is making a surge, 89.6.
I'm telling you.
Bunghole Zeppelin, 80.516. Scraps and Tiny Yorkies, 54.634. And E with 50.78, who has made a 500% increase in score since the last one.
Yeah, thanks to win.
She did a 100% increase. Now she has done a 500% increase.
Jane Fonda's picture was extremely hard. I was impressed that anybody got that, and we had one. Anyway, my favorite round. I didn't write this one amazingly. He beat me to it. This is the 70s sports to bring it home. Sports. Which of the following nations did not win a World Cup in the 70s? I can hear myself through Kim's recording in the other room. It's really throwing me off.
The Cardinals just traded a pick to Houston.
Who'd they trade it to? Houston? Yep, pick is in. For your live draft coverage here on Drinking Thing Trivia, the pick is in for the Texans, and it is... Open the booze. That's what we could do. Post trivia stream could be me and Doug reviewing the draft and having no clue what's going on other than he likes the Broncos and I like the Cowboys. All right, hold on. If you tap the app, it gets full screen. Kim, deal with it. Oh, my wife can be savage. 7 of 7 are in. The correct answer here was the Netherlands. While the Netherlands appeared in both the 74 and the 78 World Cup, they lost to West Germany and Argentina, who are both on here. And Brazil won everything because I want to say, oh, God, no. Pele played for Argentina, right? Is this Pele era? I don't know. I'm rambling about something I kind of have a knowledge of. On to the next question while I do some research.
Tragedy struck this college football team as their plane crashed returning home from an away football game, which saw 37 players and 8 coaches die in 1970.
Was that seriously in the 70s?
Yep.
Why do I know about that so well? I know why I know about that so well. There he is. There's Pele. All right, Pele, tell me who you played for first. Yeah, he was born in 40, so he definitely played in these World Cups. I wasn't off about that. So that's nice. At least Brazilian. He was Brazilian. I said that, right?
Yep.
Yep, okay. It was the Pele.
You said Brazil
Thank
won all of
goodness.
it, but
Okay, thank goodness. Pele was Brazilian, and he definitely competed in these World Cups.
I'm surprised they didn't have any guest announcers for the first 3-4 picks.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
Pele won one cup during the 70s. In 1970. He won 3 cups total, 58, 62, and 70. Pele played soccer way too damn long. Doug, oh, well, I was going to ask you what the answer was, but somebody... Every time I yell, she knows I'm yelling at her.
Answer is Marshall. We are.
Hope she got that. She didn't get that right. You didn't get that right. It's Allie. Hi, Allie. Hi. Is she up on an MV shirt?
Those are for later. Yeah, that is an MV
Yeah.
shirt. That is the Dave. Oh, hold on. Can you do a? This is the Dave McKee shirt that I stole from Kmart.
Do you remember the shirt that I stole from Kmart? The old school MVs one?
Oh,
Yeah, no, me and Doug both did that. I have the long sleeve white shirt that has like the 70s logo on it. I love it.
Oh no,
I
yeah.
wear that thing regularly.
So Kmart was this. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, explain that.
So-
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't.
So Kmart, we always called it the Kmart, but it was essentially an old Kmart that Tech bought out to essentially be storage. And in the front of it, they would just sell off old shit from all the different departments, whether it be engineering or art or whatever. But in the back, there was a cage, and you would always enter from the back, and that's where we stored everything.
Everything that was part of the marching band went in the cage.
Well, it wasn't just the marching band, because there was also like the art department had a what was it? A clay kiln back there. There was
That sounds right.
just like the back half of Kmart was all like the different arts departments storage shit. And so there was one day where we had to go back there and like we were supposed to sort stuff out. We found shirts from like a bowl game from 1985 or something like that, and there was a box of like the Orange Bowl from it was the Sugar Bowl when we played Texas back in 1996 or something. Five. There's just like all of our leftover bullshit was back there, so we've all picked up stuff from there. I picked up what I call our banner at the time. His name was Dave McKee. There was a box of 3 of the shirts that he wore to every single practice. It was a polo that Allie was wearing that he wore to every single practice. It wasn't. I don't know if the same one or he just had 19 copies of the damn thing. But one year I went as Dave McKee to Halloween, where I wore khakis. I shoved a pillow up my shirt. Now I could go as him probably legitimately.
He actually had 19 copies of that shirt made, I guarantee.
Oh, yeah. So one day I showed up to practice in one of those polos, dressed as Dave McKee, and he was like, looking sharp, and just walks away. I'm like, he knows I stole from Kmart.
He knows.
So anyway.
Love it. This title became law in 1972, which greatly increased athletic opportunities for female athletes while attending college. So title what? They deliver Genghis Grill to my house now, and that's going to be a problem for me.
What?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
It's not fair, and I am all about it.
Like,
I love
Ryan
fucking Genghis Grill,
lives
dude.
like 5 minutes away from Genghis Grill, so anytime we go up to let Samson out or anything, we'll go get
Have to have it.
We'll go get it. Like it's have to.
I think you have to tell me what you put in your custom bowl now.
Oh no, I've never ordered it. I've always gone to it. But you put meat up until the brim of the bowl,
Yep.
and then you pile
Which
up
meats do you go with? That's what I mean. What meats do you put in?
pork,
Yep.
chicken,
Yep. I think their steak is a little gristly, so
Yeah, I never go through a
lately.
steak.
They have carne asada now, though, and I kind of want to try it.
I'll pretty much go with like different varieties of pork, chicken. I will go carne asada though.
Uh-oh. Kim, I know you're looking up the cruise, but you need to answer the question.
We also have a travel agent who might help us.
Oh yeah, we have a travel agent potentially who got Doug and Allie an excellent deal on their last cruise, so we'll get there. Oh yeah, Corona. Yeah, I order mine online a lot, and I go pork, chicken, and today I went shrimp. Their shrimp is excellent. Always udon noodle. I go carrot and broccoli. Period. I don't like a lot of vegetables.
It depends. It depends on the seafood though, because they'll have days where the shrimp isn't tailed.
Yeah,
and there are days that it is tailed, and so it really just depends.
Wait, really? You have to buy tickets to the cruise plus the event? Oh,
Yeah, the event's $300 per ticket,
Okay.
and then
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
for 5
so
days,
so
that's not
you're
bad at
essentially
all.
it's like when you go to a convention where you're buying a hotel room, which is your cruise ticket, and then you're
And then
buying,
you're buying
a
the convention itself.
yeah.
So women was Title 9. He hasn't even bought his new dice yet. Those are facts, man. Those are facts. Next question.
The 1970s saw 3 horses win the Triple Crown. Which of the following was not one of those horses?
But so yeah. She's being dramatic. We'll figure it out.
You can ask Marvin for new dice. He's got all the resin and
That's
all
true.
that.
3D printer. We can just print them out.
He's got a
always
resin
udon
printer,
noodle.
so
And then I go with teriyaki and roasted garlic. Those are my two sauces.
No, I go for
Kim's
dragon.
a big dragon. Yeah, Kim's the big dragon sauce.
Dragon and Korean barbecue are the two that I will go with.
Holy crap, you nerds.
Depending.
7 of 7 answers, and only one person got it right. And Jersey's up 2-0. What's the correct
So
answer?
War Admiral.
War Admiral. Next one. This famous baseball player hit career home run 715 on April 8th, 1974, which saw him surpass Babe Ruth. The record stood until Barry Bonds surpassed it in 07. Who was that baseball player?
Wait, who was the number 3 pick? I missed that part.
This is an Atlanta Braves baseball. There's an Atlanta Braves sticker over there. Up in the corner, right there, Atlanta Braves World Championship. If my wife, who is going to get this question wrong, and I'm going to be so disappointed, doesn't get this right, and she didn't.
So,
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Hank Aaron, probably one of the greatest Braves of all time. Hank is, Hank is just something else, man. God, I love Hank. Yeah, Braves are it, man. I live in the South. That's all there is to it. There is no other team.
1972 saw the only NFL team to achieve perfection by going 14-0 during the regular season and going on to win the Super Bowl. What team was that?
Yeah, you're gonna have to get Allie to get the travel agent on it since Kim's freaking out.
Yeah. Oh,
All the Braves in 91. Braves were good in 91, Ben. They were better in 92, even though your Twins beat them in the World Series.
So
But let's,
who was the third
do a
pick?
little research.
I missed that.
Kenny said Houston traded with Arizona last minute to grab third pick, and they took Will Anderson Jr.
Who's a what?
I
What's
have
his
no
position?
clue, my dude. You're asking me to do a lot. I'm currently arguing with Ben about World Series.
He's the linebacker. All right. So we had
Okay.
QB, QB,
Edge.
linebacker, QB.
Edge, so he's a defensive edge or outside
Yeah.
linebacker.
All right. So
What
we've
you got for that answer?
That is the Miami Dolphins. The only thing they have a claim to fame for.
That wouldn't have been Marino's season, though, right?
Nope.
Didn't Marino go undefeated in
No.
94 or 90 something?
All right. No. Marino has never gone.
They lost the Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
That's why.
Yeah.
Edge. I don't know what that means, to be honest. So it means
Edge rusher.
End, like defensive end. He rushes from the edge, but he also plays
He's a linebacker who rushes.
linebacker.
Yeah.
Basically, Micah Parsons from the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's not a defensive end, but he's an edge rusher. Which so
Penultimate answer. This 1974 title fight between two of boxing's greatest heavyweights took place in the Democratic Republic. Some called it the Rumble in the Jungle. Muhammad Ali, despite being the underdog, outsmarted his foe and knocked him out in the 8th round, who was his opponent. I believe this is float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, if I remember correctly.
There's an amazing picture of Ali standing over this guy.
It's so good, man. And no one ever remembers that this is who he fought in that fight. That fight is unreal. I mean, if you like boxing at all.
Oh, he's yelling at him to get up. He's talking.
He is.
He's like, "You talking all that smack? Get up."
Yeah, this man was a good trash talker before he moved on to.
I will say
something, and I held myself.
Ali is
Sell grills.
Ali is probably the classiest / dirtiest boxer ever, and I don't mean like as a fighter. He was the classiest boxer ever because there was not a single boxer. What?
I'm sorry, they did. Kenny was talking about the Dolphins fans still like to talk about the perfect season. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the Bears had 3 perfect seasons before the Super Bowl came into effect, but Ali, there was never a fighter Ali didn't check up on afterwards. He always shook their hand. He always he was a very classy dude. The other part of that, though, is leading up to the fight, though, no holds bar. He would say whatever. He would do whatever. He would get in your head 90% of the time. Yep. And he knew he was a good fighter, too. So in the ring, but he was always a good sport after the fact. He was equal parts the classiest, but also the dirtiest fighter ever.
It reminds me of Larry Bird. Larry Bird was apparently the best trash talker in the NBA in the 80s and the 90s, but was just nice afterwards. He was fine to get along with until you're playing basketball against him. Correct answer, George Foreman.
I didn't know that. Apparently Michael Jordan's just a shit talker all the time. He was never
all the time, 24/7.
He was never a good dude. He was just as far as sportsmanship went. He was just talk shit.
Bro's gonna trash talk 24/7. Yeah, no, that's Jordan.
All right, last question of the night. 15 nations made their first Olympic appearance during the 70s, including Lesotho, Swaziland, Malawi, Cayman Islands, Upper Volta, Dahomey, Gabon, Antigua and Barbuda. Whatever. I know that's wrong. And Andorra. Name one of the remaining 6 nations.
There are 6 answers on the board for you to wager with. I got faith in you. A lot of these are very recognizable countries, so he left some good ones in. Nope. Don't even want to wager points. I don't know. I don't know what I wanted to say.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
Me and Kim went through a phase where we played not Discord, Sporkle, name all the countries in the world for a while. And we got to where we could name every country in the world. Dear Lord, did that take forever. It doesn't matter. Wait, why? But why give away 7 points?
The Seahawks don't have...
no, I'm doing nothing and wagering nothing. I'm disappointed in all of you, except for Kim and Bunghole Zeppelin, because they at least wrote countries.
United States, Canada.
0 points. 0.
It's astonishing that
that's really cool, Kenny.
Ron Paulson can still do this to this day and updates the song regularly for himself. So when nations change, he changes the song to just for himself.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
No one got it. The answer is
there's 6 countries.
North Korea, Saudi Arabia, Albania, Somalia, Papua New Guinea, and Togo.
North Korea, obviously, I think would be the biggest get there. Saudi Arabia, also really popular. Papua New Guinea. And I would say Albania and Togo. Somalia is the only one that would be a reach to me. Maybe Togo. But anyway, that's it. We're done. Score time. What do we got?
And in first place, Bunghole Starship with 120.467. Second place, Titus Has Been Foughted.
Yep.
105.733. Electric Bunghole Orchestra, 100.375. Deep Bunghole, 93.075. Bunghole Zeppelin at 83.844. Scraps and Tiny Yorkies 61.706E with 54.746.
Shout out to you all for coming, doing your 70s research. Titus, shout out to your wonderful round. Hey, if you show up on time,
You could have won.
probably could have made up that point gap.
Yep.
And I don't
Honestly-
know if Kenny shared with you, but there are Amazon gift cards on the line.
Yep. Actually, first and second place do get.
They do. It's a
Cards.
10 and 5 night. So
Yep.
if you will, join Discord. Discord's linked in there. Shoot Sarge a message in the Discord. Anyone who sends him their email gets a gift card. That's how you earn it. Those are my rules.
Anyone who wins and can tell us, not anyone who.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Everyone joins. Just send me a message.
Everyone
If you
just-
win,
yeah.
So first and second place tonight. So that goes to Titus and two. What was it?
Bunghole
Go
Starship
back
gets
up.
first place.
Bunghole Star gets first place. Shoot me a message in Discord. Let me know your team name. You'll get your Amazon gift card. Life will be great for you. Kim, you mean I didn't win? No, you win the joy of me.
Yep.
Oof.
So
Anyway,
we will
what you
catch
got,
you
Doug?
all next week. Big announcement is, in case no one has told you, we're proud of you. You're doing amazing things, and we think that you are awesome people. We love you.
To you all, since we didn't get to say it at the beginning of the night, you do you, boo boo, means that we accept every creed, race, religion, everything here. You're all welcomed. You're all loved. We're glad that you choose to spend your Thursday night with us. We hope to catch you next Thursday at 7 p.m. But until then, have a wonderful beginning to your weekend. We'll talk to you guys then. We love you all.